moments after deleting his mother and her boyfriend.
He thinks he's dating Katy Perry, and then he thinks he has these billions of dollars that people are stealing from him.
Oh, he strugged out.
They sure did.
Officers were immediately dispatched to a trailer park after receiving a 911 call from a man who reported hearing his neighbor shout, "Help me," followed by loud thuds. It initially appeared to be a case of domestic violence, but when officers arrived, they found the trailer covered in blood.
Oh, wow.
I'm not trying to arrest you. I'm trying to make sure you're okay. Hey, wait, just come here real quick. Just come talk to me real quick.
Evading.
Hey, do you remember that dude that we dealt with, the schizophrenic dude, one time in the morning? He's a super schizophrenic dude, just got out of jail. It was up in the
I don't feel like she really wanted to make contact with
him.
him.
He's very agitated. I'm going to go to the victim and see if we have any sort of charges.
So that's a possible, I don't know if you knew it was a suspect, but you let him just walk away and you say you're going to leave the suspect just to go talk to the complainant.
Hey, Collazo, I need you to go ahead and detain him and arrest him. 131, I need EMS to my location, and I need 94 to go ahead and go get him.
As soon as the female officer realized there were two bodies inside the trailer house, she called dispatch to request backup and to have the man she had been dealing with earlier arrested.
Stop right there! Did you see which way he took off? No, we saw him on the second floor, but he came back down. Back up?
This is his mom's house, if I'm not mistaken. And he meets the description. I've dealt with him.
She didn't want him.
Kind of person, and I think this
Her son or something sitting on 20th. Okay, what charges do you have? Back out into? Yeah. I'm at the westernmost entrance of Fountain Lake Apartments. I'm being told he went to the north along the lake.
I know Cowboy and Patty live here. I don't think it was Cowboy who came out. I think it was probably her son, and they've got a restraining order. He's not even supposed to be here, is what I know. Okay. But that's all I know. Well, I was sitting over at my house, which is back behind over here.
It's more far back?
Yeah, it's more far back. And then the guy in the black motorhome back here,
54.
and this lady who lives right behind me on this side of the street, we all heard, I heard, "No, stop, help." And then I didn't hear anything for a little bit, and so we all came walking this way to try and find out what was going on. And then I heard, "No, help," again. At that time, I turned around and went and started calling 911.
They got some good neighbors, because some people would have minded their business.
Who is this to them?
I believe it's his son, but let me pull up his photo real quick.
They just told me AutoZone. He's by the AutoZone. Going until 154. I was just told he was seen crossing the street towards the AutoZone. He's found along the back AutoZone.
I'm gonna pull up some.
Where's the other one? We got two.
The site inside the trailer house was unholy. Both bodies had multiple stab wounds, and there were clear signs of a violent struggle. The thought that a son could do this to his own mother was truly disturbing.
He took off his shirt. Can I jump this curb?
Yeah. 153, I think we got him walking. What is he?
To the ground.
Oh, he gave up easy. And she was so scared to approach him.
Are you 10-12? 10-4, he's in custody.
They did this to me.
It's so fucking wet, man.
Oh, I'm swimming. I was getting
I don't know what he's at. You want to swim? I don't see any,
I'm no clothes. Almost.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
No drugs in my system whatsoever.
No? Yeah. This car was in him.
That's why you should never just reach in somebody's pockets.
The man was identified as 36-year-old Thomas. He had abused his mother, Patty, multiple times in the past, and according to reports, she was genuinely afraid of him. For now, he was taken to jail, where detectives were going to try to get some answers out of him.
Thanks, sir. You got nothing on him, right? All the stuff back pockets?
Yeah.
Back pockets, too?
Because he had a blade on him. So he did it with a razor blade. Yeah, could be.
Boy, what are you wearing?
Like, that's mom's boyfriend. Oh, it's his son? He's the son? Oh, her, yeah, that's mom. So son and mom. But I'm talking about the bad guy. Bad guy is her son. And that guy is, I believe, her boyfriend. So, yeah. Wow. But I guess that guy's still 20 or... Yeah, he is.
The victim's sister knew exactly what was going on with Thomas, and she told the officers that she had a feeling something like this was going to happen.
No, the same thing is she's terrified of him all the time. You know, she's scared to death. She's, you know, she even I do it when I'm mowing my
Then why didn't you get your sister
I look
away
over my
from
shoulder
him?
waiting for him to show up because he has shown up. We never know what's going to happen, and that's what my fear is, that we went to court against him, that he would come after me next. I mean, she's terrified. I mean, what do you expect when you see, you know, you're thrown around like a rag doll and your hip is broken and your boyfriend's head is kicked in, you know? She's just terrified all the time.
Is there something that would set his anger off?
Thomas, we'd like to talk to you about something that happened today. Okay? Like your health. All right? Thomas, what's the highest level of education you have?
12th grade.
12th grade. Graduated high school?
Yeah.
Okay. So you understand, like I ask you a question, you understand.
Yeah, I guess I give a confidence charge, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you understand right from wrong?
Yes.
Right? Like, is stealing right or wrong?
Yeah.
Is that...
I mean, it depends if you're hungry or not. If you're hungry, you steal from my stores around, but...
Right. But you understand the concept of stealing,
Yeah,
taking something that doesn't belong to you,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
You understand the concept of hurting somebody?
Yeah.
Right? Is it okay to hurt somebody?
No.
No. Right? Okay.
See, Tom
That was a
is
good
delusional.
question.
He really is. He thinks. Now, if you look at the court records, his own attorney said that's how they got him incompetent. He thinks he's dating Katy Perry. He really does. He left Michigan, drove to California, and laid on the beach waiting for Katy Perry to come see him. Then he would
This
call
is
me up
crazy.
and say that that Katy Perry was just at my house. And then he thinks he has these billions of dollars that people are stealing from him. And he thinks that Patty and Sean
My guy need his
obviously look where they
medication.
live in, that he stole all their money. And he wants his money back.
At first, it looks like he's normal while talking to the detectives, but as they try asking him the harder questions, you see a side of Thomas that is dark and horrifying.
So where were you at earlier today?
I was at Bull Street.
Oh, you took off running.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I got toward, like, I don't know, like a passageway, like a doorway, like an invisible fucking doorway or something. Like, I'm walking, I'm right there.
Okay. Do you know where your mom lives?
Yeah.
Where is that at?
Arbitrary.
Arbitrary. Do you know the address?
I own the address, but I own it, yeah.
Okay, you own it.
Yeah.
Do you live there?
No.
Do you have any belongings there?
No.
No, okay. When was the last time
I
you...
own land and I own half of Fountain Lake Villas.
Oh, sure.
If I don't, then I'm not in the same room.
I got you.
So,
When was the last time you were at your mom's house?
when I got accused of beating them up.
Okay. You
6 months ago.
were you there
I
today?
got a burglar in the bedroom. No, I was not.
Okay, but you weren't there today at all?
Not at all.
There's records up there where he beat up his own father. And like I said, we warned the courts. I don't know why they think that they know better than
So,
the family. Right, but
He
Tom
beat up the
has
father and then you send it to the mother?
They don't- Yeah, so, I mean, one day
Judge's
he
fault.
can talk coherently. And other days he's like friggin' in outer space.
Sure.
So, I mean, if they caught him on a good day,
The sister explained that this wasn't the first time Thomas had behaved oddly, and every time he did, he never had to face any consequences.
actually, it's not the first incident. That's the first time she's ever had to go to the hospital for him. He has taken her down before. She was at the corner and he pulled her down by her hair. And I said, why didn't you call the cops then? And she said, well, I'm hoping that he'll get help. Well, he's not going to get help, Patty. And she always made an excuse,
Exactly.
and she always felt sorry, saying,
She
"What
always
did I
trying
do
to
wrong
protect
that
him.
my son is this way. You did nothing wrong.
Right.
You did nothing wrong. That is Tom. So he absolutely...
That's the
forbid
same like
taking
girlfriend and
drugs,
boyfriend
the
stuff.
psychiatric drugs.
They always
And
trying
we
to
told the
protect
courts
them.
that, and they still would not listen to us.
Yeah, the system failed.
They sure did. And I was afraid this was going to happen.
I know you.
The system failed and she failed herself. It's not, yeah.
So a few months ago, I got a burglar and a battery, and I didn't talk to none of you guys. Right for 5 months, and then charged me incompetent, and then just released me one day. And now I'm sitting here.
You know, and the funny thing was is that everybody kept saying, get a gun, get a gun. Sean had a felony, so he could not have a gun. So he abided by that. The way he busted in on the first time, a gun wouldn't have helped him because it happened that quickly. So gun wouldn't have helped. I will not have a gun because my mom killed herself with a gun. I do not want a gun in my house, and I'm not about to look at my sister and say, I shot your son.
Something was very twisted about the guy. The way he behaved or the way he spoke was so creepy. How could the court not see it?
Why am I getting moved worlds and getting set up every goddamn day? Every goddamn day. Okay. I'm getting set up. I am the victim. I'm not bullshitting. This is fucking bullshit. I am getting set up somehow. I get a burglar with a battery on their ass. I get this on them. All right, and okay, I can. But then now, let's go back. Now let's go. Okay, now I walk in the racetrack. Okay, the people know who I am. Or somebody's at least slipping a message. Just let the guy grab what he wants. So I don't own. I own everything, but have nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Tom, over at your mom's house today,
My guy's
there's video of you
tweaking.
at that park, like leaving her house. It's on somebody's surveillance, but they're ring camera. You know what a ring camera is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on a ring camera leaving the house. Okay. So can you just tell me what happened over at your mom's house today?
I wasn't there.
You're on camera.
Okay, well, when we see it, we see it. Now I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
And then somebody knocked on my door at 9 o'clock last night, and I texted Patty because I bought a new recliner, and I said, do you want my recliner? No response.
You don't know who knocked on your door at 9 o'clock?
No, it was my side door, so I know it was not anybody, you know. So it was somebody that I knew that knocked on the side door, and all I heard was a voice. Well, you know, we start shutting curtains and all that, and Jordan came out of the back, and I shh. I think Tom might be out there. Well, then this morning, it was again.
He got his
when Sean
whole
doesn't respond
family
to me,
afraid of
I
him.
know there's something wrong. So he says, do me a favor, Sean, let me know that you guys are okay. And I called them, both phones were off, and I knew something was wrong. And I opened the news, and there it is. Tom's picture and double homicide.
No?
No, that's the thing.
Okay.
Wait,
so is
what?
the camera wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
He's done this before, or was this all today?
Well, what, I gotta download it from the ring. I just saw it on somebody's phone. They're able to show me. All right, so we gotta take. It takes. I can't just get it right
Let
away.
me sit there and watch it again and see if it comes back. That was just out of my fucking mind. I keep getting switched out of goddamn world, signal areas, everything.
I understand.
So why am I goddamn the victim, man? Why am I sitting here? I'm the richest man in the world. Most of I'm done. I have no question. No more question.
You're done talking? Okay.
I'm supposed to be goddamn. You look up. Why am I goddamn?
He needs to
no
stay
money
in a
on the
mental
goddamn
institution.
street? And then you answer
He
those
needs
questions for me.
serious help.
And why am I here in this world? Then you come to me after you do your
The system did fail him that way.
You're not going to be here.
I mean, but they can't force him to take medication.
So it don't matter. So I'm done. Lord, why the fuck am I here? Answer me! Yeah. It's bullshit.
Some things I can talk about. What's
Were
your
they
question?
gone by the time you guys got here? Was it? Did they suffer? Did they go quickly? Did they?
It appears they went quickly.
Everything he does, he gets released on. And I told them that day he would get released. No. We'll notify you everything.
Go to Banana Factory right now. Drop what the fuck you're doing. Now. Hurry. Hurry. Now.
That is crazy that just because they're
She told the officer
incompetent
that
that they
the
just
messed up
let him
behavior
go.
could be the result of an accident that Thomas and her mother were in.
Does he have any psychiatric issues?
I'm guessing he drove off the side of the road with these little bitty tires. And it caught the edge of the asphalt and the grass, and he darted back, and there's a house under construction, and because Donnie's so tall, his head came out of the car door, ripped the door off, and his head hit the dumpster. So he's not been right. So he went through a bunch of, he drooling, his face was paralyzed on one side for a long time. So yes, he does have some issues, but I've never seen him do anything like this.
Thomas was charged with 2 counts of murder and fleeing law enforcement, but he was pronounced incompetent to stand trial after becoming extremely uncooperative with his attorneys. We don't have any further information about the case, but if there's one thing we can take away from it, it's that we often ignore our mental health, and sometimes that ends up hurting us and destroying the ones who love and care about us. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen.
Yeah, they failed him for that, for his mental health, but his mom should have been trying to get him help or get far away from him.